Hi there, welcome back to Bloody Knuckles Garage. If you're new to the channel, this is the Hummer H3 2006 that I got not too long ago. And these are all the lights. And these are all the more lights. And there was actually more hanging from here. I took them all off because that was just crazy business. Problem now is that none of them work. There's switches inside, but I can't seem to figure out what they got going on in here. So, trying to at least learn what they've done. See if I can get the lights working again safely and maybe take some of this off. Okay, a bit of an update on the wiring situation here. Trying to figure out what the hell's going on. So, 5 relays in here. A little diagram on there. Pop the relay out. On the back, it has what numbers do what. Okay, so 85, 86 are battery, 87 and 30 are the switch. Unless I'm reading that wrong. So, if I put this back where it came from here. Okay, so there's a tube here coming from the cabin. And it's got 5 of these on it. Now there's probably, I would imagine, hang on, is there 5 switches? Yeah, let's see here. 4 switches and 2 buttons, I think. Well, anyway, there's, well, shit, I don't know where the 5th one is. Okay, maybe that's the 5th one, that weird chirpy thing. Anyway, so I'm thinking it comes from the cab. Now it's labeled, but they labeled it with this freaking stupid paper, like this masking tape or whatever. So this says, so it doesn't say light, something bar, it's probably a light bar. I think this one probably is a spare, maybe. Like, which? Oh, maybe that says switch. Oh, oh, maybe switch bar, switch. Okay, so if these are coming from the cab and they go into here, the black one comes out the opposite side, and as far as I can tell, they're all tied into this purple brown cable, and that goes to a ground. So, assuming that all those white ones come from the cab, and if we look at the relay, that's numbers 86 and 85, which according to this, 86, 85, that's the battery, the 12 volt, that's where the battery should be. I gotta learn more about relays and how this thing works. I think I'm reading this wrong. So, they're all wired in that way. There's a bunch of fuses here, but they're all good. Like, none of them are broken or anything. I even put a spare in there in case you need an extra one. So right now, they turn the switches on, the lights don't work at all. And even only half the time, the switches even light up with power, which is disconcerting. Okay, so if we look at the other 2 wires that are in here, now we got white and black taken care of, so blue and yellow. Blue comes off the fuse, off of the red, so I'm guessing that's power. And if I look back here for red, there's some red. And the red goes down to this, I don't know if you can see it or not, there's like a red wire down there. And that red wire goes all the way up over to here. It ties into that, which I'm assuming goes to the battery. There's another one there. Okay, so if that's the case, then blue is power and yellow would have to go to the lights, right? Like if that's all the switches, then all this yellow crap would have to go to the lights, and then the lights would have to. But now there's some yellow here tied to this damn thing, and this is a ground. as far as I can tell. As far as I can tell, that's a ground. Oh yeah, there's a guy in the back there. That's a ground. Okay. So that's where we are right now. It does have pretty crazy lights set up with this like custom mount and stuff here, aftermarket at least. But none of it works, and this is part of the problem. I hate electrical. It's such trash. Alright, so these wires coming out of here all go to the lights. This yellow one goes to a ground. And this red one, let's test it out. If I touch it on the positive terminal here, see, well, it works. So the light's not faulty. That's good. Now we just gotta figure out what the hell else is going on in here. I'm starting to think this might be a problem with the switch inside. So let's start testing stuff out with a ground tester. I've had this thing for, I don't even know how long. 30 years probably. Anyway, it still works. Had to change the bulb, but it still works. Okay. So a main power source. Yes. So there is power going to our box where the fuses are. And the fuses, I assume, are good. We can test the back end of these guys. Flip it over. Oh yeah. Yep. Okay, so we've got, assuming I'm touching the right damn thing here. Okay, yeah. Okay, we got power going across the bus, across the fuses. Okay. While we're at it, let's test the relays. You can tell which ones are the load by if the two outside pins are parallel. So in this case, these two parallel. Load once, you hear a click. So that one's good. Test the next one, test all of them, and you know, they're all working. So I'll keep looking. Okay, update on all this. I think I have a working theory. So with this switch on, where in the hell is this one here? Okay, so the power from the battery, power, bright light. When the switch is on, the signal is dim. The light bulb is barely lighting up. The relay is not clicking when you turn the switch on and off, so I'm guessing there's not enough power. Like, that's how much power is coming to the relay. But if you check out battery, way brighter. Okay, so power to the switches is coming from a wire, a red wire, that's hooked up to this thing. So I'm thinking either the ground on the switches is crap. I'll have to check that first, because I think the power is going to be good, but if the ground sucks on the switches, then it's not going to be sending enough juice to the relay for it to click. So I'm going to check that. Okay, so essentially, since there's power going to the switch and then it comes back here, this is where the ground is. So now I've sort of jumpered the ground from here straight to the battery. And then if we test this out here, oh, damn thing. Okay, we got battery juice, and from the, like, barely anything still from the switch. There's a ground here. I took everything off, cleaned it, put everything back together. I tested the ground direct with the battery positive, and it's a super good ground. So now I guess I have to mess with the switches. So I'm going to take a switch and I'm going to wire it straight into this box and test it right from here. Try to eliminate that. Maybe they're just crappy switches. Alright, so to test our theory, we're going to take this wire and jam it into where the switch brings power to the relay, and then touch this end to the positive. Oh, hear the relay clicking, and the light bar comes on. So we're definitely not getting enough power through the switches. Now the next concern, though, if you think about it a little bit here, whoever put this in, the back Phillips are not only stripped, but they're like impossible to get to. So to do anything else, I'm gonna have to like break this and then just like 3D print another one, I guess, or something, just to get it out of there. Because I gotta test those switches and see what they're connected on the back like. Oh, in case you're wondering, this is my little buddy. Shifter's all aluminum because it's very cold in the winter and very hot in the summer, so got a little hoodie buddy for that. Okay, got the switches out, chipped a bit of the dash piece there. God damn it. JB weld it back together or something. Anyway, all the switches have low power going to them. So the switches are probably operating fine, but they're not getting enough power to push through. So I'm like, where are they getting power? Look under the dash to see what wire is hooked up to them. And it's not just a wire. What in the hell is this? Good power. Good power. So, frickin', this keeps getting better and better. So there's good power getting to whatever the hell this damn thing is. The fuse is good. So now I gotta figure out where the, what's in the back of this thing? Oh my god. This is overkill, in my opinion. Anyway, what do I know? I'm just going to, this is crazy. Anyway, I gotta figure out where the switches are getting power out of this thing. Somewhere in this. Somewhere. And then, figure out how to make that connection better. If the switches get more power, they can trigger the relays. Okay, the wire wasn't even tied into this abomination. It's this little red one. So, just for testing it out, I plugged it right in so it gets straight power. Way better power to the switch. And if you turn on the lights, I don't know if you can see this or not. On these down there. Like, the lights actually work now. But because it's got power for whatever reason, all the switches are turned on all the time. So to stop parasitic drain, I'm unplugging this one. So the lights won't light up unless they're on, and then they still light up. And then there's these two guys. I don't know how those are wired in or what, but they're getting power, and they're always on. So I gotta figure out where those are without pulling the whole dash off, but if I have to, then I guess I'll do that. But so far, we're making good progress, I think. Well, the big light bar and the little light bar work, but the little guys on the side, oh, Christ, they don't work. And even if I jam the power straight from the battery, they still don't work. So I just don't know. Maybe they just don't work. I kind of thought they did though. But anyway, I'm going to call this a win for now. I'm sick and tired of electrical. And the big ass bar and the little bar down here, they both work. That's good enough. It's good enough for now. I'll fix these little guys when it's not so cold out. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope that was a good video for you. It sucked from my end. I hate electrical. But we got the lights working, and that's what counts. If you found it helpful, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. We got new videos every Friday. Talk to you then. Thanks. Bye.